Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Fun Time Show. Today we have two very special guests, Daniel and Kevin. Now, Kevin is on vacation and he'll be joining us through a Zoom call today, won't he? Gentlemen, we have a rather packed schedule today, so let's get into it. It's December, meaning that it's football season. We've had quite the fun season with the Eagles being 10-2 right now, looking promising for the Super Bowl. It might seem a bit out of topic, but gentlemen, what are your opinions on American football?
Well, football has secured its place as not only a popular sport, but a cornerstone of American identity and culture. Since the 1970s, more than 42% of the entire American population have been steadily watching the Super Bowl. Being the epitome of manhood and strength, football also motivates millions of high school football players in the country and teaches them values that will last throughout their lifetime. In addition to building their basic strength and stamina, football team practices provide its players with values such as resilience, teamwork, discipline, you name it. America wouldn't be America today without its vibrant football culture.
True, football does teach its players values that will last them a lifetime, such as toxic masculine behavior or head concussions. Listen, sure, football, just like any other sport, does teach its players values and lessons, but is it worth it? I mean, being played almost exclusively by the strongest, buff men, behind all the resilience, teamwork, discipline you mentioned, lies a dark reality of bullying and self-destructive culture justified with masculinity. For instance, in 2013, the NFL veteran Richie Incognito was excluded from the team for 2 years of verbal abuse and bullying a rookie player in locker rooms. What's more is that this incident is just the tip of the iceberg. Many players are forced to take it up like a man and keep silent. Moreover, even in the gameplays, players are forced to ignore their injuries like a man, which could be life-threatening. This leads to many players suffering from head concussions and other serious conditions after retirement. And is football still beneficial after that?
First of all, the Incognito case is outdated, being more than a decade old. Since then, the NFL has implemented personal misconduct policies and worked to prevent bullying and promote a supportive team behavior, such as significantly increasing the penalties for showing such behavior. Moreover, to decrease the injury rate, the NFL not only has the top-tier medical experts to provide the best first aid to injured players, but the NFL also covers the medical insurances of players. The medical bills for injuries are also entirely paid by the football club the player is in, not the injured player. The league is trying its best and doing a good job at that.
Okay, gentlemen, that's time. Everybody, stay tuned for the second part after this ad break.
This kitchen is so hard to clean. If only there was an easier way.
Hi, I'm Derek Bum. Say goodbye to daily stains and dirty surfaces with new Kitchen Gun.
This sink is filthy, but just 3 shots from Kitchen Gun and it sparkles like new. Look how it cleans this greasy hob.
Goodbye, dirt.
Grubby tiles.
I love you, Kitchen Gun.
Rusty taps. You can even use it on the washing up.
There, all clean
Again, new Kitchen Gun, now with laser sight and night vision for after.
Welcome from the ad break. America, from its early history, has been a place of freedom and individualism. We have 27 amendments and the Bill of Rights, all protecting us from tyranny and fascism. Well, on the topic of amendments, gentlemen, should we or should we not have the Second Amendment as our constitutional right? Let's begin. Kevin, what's your take on this? Gun is the most lethal weapon an individual can bear. In 2021, over 45,000 people in the United States died by firearm, with more than 40,500 injured. But it's not just about statistics. Gun violence and gun ownership contribute to toxic behaviors, particularly among men. Did you know that 90% of firearm homicides are committed by men? I mean, owning a firearm becomes a way for some men to stabilize their sense of masculinity. It's a symbol of power, of control. And research shows that men who are deeply attached to traditional masculine roles violence, dominance, and even power of women are more likely to own guns and align themselves politically with conservative values. We have to ask ourselves, is this right to bear arms worth perpetuating these harmful norms? In my view, it's time to reconsider this altogether. And how about you, Daniel?
Oh, well, Kevin, I see where you're coming from, but I think we're missing an important side of this. Guns don't just hurt, they also protect. For many, especially men, owning a firearm isn't just about physical safety, it's emotional. When men feel threatened or insecure, a gun can represent stability, empowerment, and a way to reassert their masculinity. It's not about toxic dominance for all gun owners. Sometimes, it's about restoring confidence and protecting their families. As a society, instead of demonizing gun ownership and the masculinity tied to it, we should focus on responsible ownership and education. Taking away the right to bear arms doesn't solve these deeper cultural issues. In fact, it might alienate and destabilize the very people we are trying to help.
So Kevin ties gun ownership to harmful masculinity, and Daniel sees it as a way to restore stability. The thing is that restoring masculinity with guns is too dangerous. What if the toxically masculine ideas, which make men to be assertive and aggressive, are expressed through guns? Mass shootings and violence, thousands of innocent civilians killed, a national level emergency.
That's a very slippery slope, Kevin.
Is it? The statistics point otherwise, though. According to the Rockefeller Institute, 95.7% of mass shooters were men.
That is crazy. Fair enough. Do you believe that there are any solutions to this problem?
There are. The one easiest one to implement would be harsher background checks on individuals before the purchase of a firearm. There is a policy already enacted by the federal government, but results point that is obviously not enough. Anyone, even the least worrisome to own a gun, mental conditions, alcoholics, ex-convicts, any dangerous behaviors detected should be banned from buying a gun. Also, considering almost 60% of firearms are purchased by non-federal, non-official gun shops, a nationwide crackdown on these shops would also disable crazy guys from owning guns. A more extreme yet effective method would be to ban firearms just altogether.
But that's against the Second Amendment.
Yes, I am aware, but consider that the Constitution was passed in the 18th century. It is the 21st century now. Hell, the framers would have never have thought that masculinity would backfire in a deadly way. Pass a new amendment, revoke the Bill of Rights. I don't care. The United States today must do whatever it can to protect the people from gun violence. Glory to the United States!